Here we go again. It's that crazy history teacher with government part 2. If you remember from government part 1, we talked about what governments are, that they provide structure, they provide services for the nation, and that all countries need a government in order to function. Today we're going to be answering the question of how government systems distribute their power. Is all of the power concentrated in the central government, in the state or regional governments? Who has the power? Is it shared? By answering the question of the distribution of power, we can classify governments into 3 different systems: unitary governments, Confederate governments, and federal governments. In a unitary system of government, the national or the central government has the power. They may share it with the smaller political units, the states or the provinces, but they don't have to. Unitary governments can be in countries that have autocracies or oligarchies, because then we know that the central government has most of the power. But they can also be in democratic countries. Usually the democratic countries that have unitary governments are pretty small. One of the advantages of a unitary system of government is that it's pretty easy to settle problems, to make laws and decisions. These things are all done in one central government. In a federal system of government, the power is shared between the national government and the smaller units, the states or the provinces. In a federal system of government, the power is shared. The central government has power, but the state or the provincial governments also have power. Think about the United States today. The federal government, the national government, can make laws, but your state government can also make laws. Usually, countries with a federal system are larger, and so dividing the power between the central government and the state or the provincial governments provides more opportunities for people to have a role in government. In a Confederate system of government, the individual states or countries have most of the power. The central government only has the power that is given to it by the states. A Confederate form of government is more like an alliance. The members, the states or the countries, are there on a voluntary basis. They want to work together, but they can decide to stay and they can also decide to leave. There are currently no nations that have a Confederate form of government. Historically, it has not been very successful. There are some modern examples like the European Union and OPEC. Well, that's it from your crazy history teacher. I hope you learned a lot about government. See you next time.